This meeting is being recorded.
There we go. We're recording.
Cool. Yeah, so I'm in my, from my iPad. I'm doing Zoom from my iPad, but yeah, you can just press the more button here, and then there's a chat, and there it is, appointment set. Okay, so you guys can see it. And then then we just reconvened at 11:05, shared good news, and so the stats that we're tracking is number of dials, number of conversations we had, and the number of appointments set. And so everybody's just going around the horn sharing, hey, here's how many dials I had, here's how many conversations I had, here's how many appointments we set. And we're calling really 4 different prospect lists. So let me show you, if we go back to the Google Drive. So there's the main prospect list that we're using are our reservice list. So for experienced agents, we're calling from our reservice list and calling active clients that are local first. And then some people are calling friends and family. So we got some brand new agents just coming out of Sales Academy, so they're calling from their friends and family list. And then some people have referrals, or they already had yes cards. So we had a couple people that did group presentations at a school before the schools got shut down. And so they've got yes cards. They're calling teachers and setting up appointments from that. So those are like the big, 3/4 places that we're calling from. But we just, promote everybody, hey, make sure you've got your prospect list ready about 10 a.m. And so that you're ready, you got folks to call, and you're calling, making appointments. And then we had results. So, I protected a family yesterday. We had several people. Ashley, she called a yes card from a group presentation, protected some families. So some of those were in person, some of those were remote. So, that's what we're doing, Van. And then we're going to do it again. We're doing the same thing every day this week, Monday through Thursday. It's a 9 a.m. training meeting through Zoom. Then we're calling power hour 10 to 11. And then we're reconnecting at 11:05. And then people are making phone calls beyond that. So, obviously other people are calling on their own in the afternoon. So maybe you guys do that more. I don't know, but that is what we're doing.
So Sean, it sounds like the hour of power just kind of kicks things off as the catalyst to get everybody doing some activity. Some people are booking appointments that are as early as noon, and they're hopping on there and starting to do their sales appointments. And if you don't have anything scheduled for immediately, then just the other option is to either sit around and stare at the walls or keep calling, right?
Yeah, the idea is that we all call together in the morning, and then some people are making appointments same day. So we had people line up appointments in the afternoon, but really blocking off that prospecting time, those call times in the mornings for training or for calling, and then making all of our appointments after 11:30, and then in between you're gonna have downtime between appointments. Keep making phone calls and keep doing it.
Sean, how are you guys tracking your progress? Are you using the exact same metrics that are on the Legacy Stats site? You're just using them a little bit differently, like a call is legitimately a call now, like a phone call, as opposed to a sales call?
Yeah, we're still figuring that out. So yeah, we probably need to make some adjustments to the either to the Legacy Stats site or just repurpose those. So I guess there's on the stats site there's a place for appointment set, there's a place for phone call. Yeah, maybe we just need a spot for dials. So
yep, we do have contacts. Contacts, guys, would be when somebody picks up the phone on the other end, there's a contact, and that would be guys, we want to keep life as normal as possible in a time when it's not normal. And so I would encourage you, if normally when you go out in the field, if you use a demo goal card, and hopefully you do, to track your progress throughout the day, your contacts and your demos and your sales and your start and stop time, do the same thing. Go out to the car, grab a demo goal card, put it on your desk by your computer, And when you start, write that time in, and then every time you make a contact, put a little tick for a contact, an X for a demo, and then you circle it when they buy. So just a great way to keep some normalcy in a time when it's not maybe as normal as we would prefer.
Van, I've got the RSVP stuff pulled up. If you may talk about that for a little bit.
And Sean, if you could, I just why don't you talk about it? I've actually got Seamus has already responded to me. Better formatting. So I'm going to send you guys all, including you, Sean, this email. You mentioned something about the formatting not being great, and this is better formatting, he says. So it is being sent right now. It's called signing up. People using Zoom. Anyway, yeah. Why don't you show and explain that RSVP sheet so we can all understand what the deal is? Yes, was that Todd?
Yeah, the Google Dropbox or the folder that you emailed out to us has 3 items in it. The link that Sean sent you guys on the Vision team has an extensive amount of information on it. Can you hear me?
You faded out for a second. You said what I sent has three things. Hey, whoever's cleaning up the office right now, either mute your line or just wait until the end of the call to clean the office. There you go. That we can still hear. So
the link that Revis to his, to the folder that he has is a lot more extensive than the one we have. Are we going to put that out to everybody on our team, or did you do that and I just missed it?
I don't know. Maybe somebody else that got my email can answer that question. Guys, did I only send 3 things, or did I send a whole expansion?
Yeah, and on the email that you sent us in the folder, there's only 3 things. We don't have everything that Sean was showing us.
Okay.
Like the read this first page that he was on, we don't have that.
So I'm showing the this is the Adapt and Thrive folder that's that's kind of shared with.
Apparently I didn't send it out right. Sean, would you forward me the email with that information and I can send it back to this group?
I'll just copy the link and
Ben, what I did, I just copy and paste the link from Voxer and just individually texted it to every single person in my organization, and they could just get on their phone and just boom, have it right there on their phone, their iPad, and just kind of save it there.
So I did send that out on Voxer like last week.
Yes.
Okay.
But not the whole content.
Just to make sure you you save that. You want to save to Drive. So when you go in there, you'll see a spot somewhere in the menu button. You want to save it to your Drive, so that folder lives in your Google Drive. And then of course make sure you've got Google Drive, the Google Drive app, on your iPad, on your devices, and you've got the Google Docs app and the Google Sheets app all on your devices.
All right, I'm forwarding this all you guys right now, so you have it on your on your computer as well. Thank you for that.
Just make sure you're not, as you get in those things, if you want to edit something, make a copy of it and then put it in, take it out of that folder. Just make a copy of it, put it in your own Google Drive. So, I wouldn't, don't go in and edit stuff, but you can make anything in there you can make a copy of, rename it, Tim Van Summeren's, approach for calling active clients, whatever, and then save it to your Drive and not in that folder. Yep.
Ben, I just went ahead and forwarded it to you as well. To you, Todd and Zach.
Yep, I just sent it out. Yeah, I noticed yesterday when I was on the phone with Revis, he's like, hey, you see this, you see that? And I'm like, nope. So, yeah, cool. All right, good. At least we have it all now.
So, yeah, I mean, you can, at the end of the day, you can, that everything's in there. for the most part.
I have a dumb question for you, Sean.
Yep.
When I'm looking at these different folders within the Adapt and Thrive folder, you were talking about saving them to my drive. What do I actually have to do for that?
Well, you just save the Adapt and Thrive folder. So, so you see, I'm on my iPad right now, and you guys can see my screen, hopefully.
Yep, we can. Picture of Nate's head right in the middle.
Yep. So in the top right-hand corner is those 3 little dots. So when you open the folder, well, you can do it a couple different ways. So this is my Google Drive. Okay, so I've got the Adapt and Thrive folder right here. Well, it's not going to show up. Anyway, you're going to open the Adapt and Thrive folder, and then you need to press the little menu button, and then in the right, there's going to be a place where you can save to your Google Drive, so that it shows up in your Google Drive. So when you open Google Drive, you'll be able to see the folder. Okay.
Okay.
So it doesn't show up for me because I've already done it. I've already saved it to my drive, but yeah, that's where it is. So you don't want to save the folders, and if you just save the Adapt and Thrive folder, then you have everything that's in that folder already saved to your drive. Does that make sense, Tim?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm struggling a little bit because I just clicked on the link that Wrench forwarded to us, and so it takes me right to that folder, the Adapt and Thrive folder.
Yeah.
And I don't.
Do you see
I don't see where to.
Are you on? Do you have the Google Drive
This
app?
doesn't. Yeah, I mean, this sounds like just a Tim issue. This isn't helpful probably for everybody. So if I need to call you when we're done with this, then probably save me a little bit of embarrassment and not waste everybody else's time. So.
Yeah.
You're all good, Timmy.
Thank you, Zachy. It's all good.
And then using the RSVP, and that's it's really helpful to watch the video. So they sent out, Family Heritage sent that email. I would just watch the video. It's pretty straightforward, but you're just gonna send an email to your client, and then you CC FHD application at globe.life, and then you just copy and paste this email and fill out the information, and then have them reply all, I agree. And that's it.
So guys, just so you understand this, hopefully you've read this letter that came out from corporate, but this is an extra step in the process. But it is for our protection, the protection of the agent, that proves that we did have the green light to protect them without a physical wet signature. So just part of the deal. So get familiar with it quick, because you're going to need to send this out to people. And Sean, if I'm not mistaken, you send this to them when you're on the phone, when you're wrapping up your phone call. You send that to them and kind of walk them through how to do it. Then you kind of say, all right, well, I'll see you in 2 hours, or I'll see you tomorrow at 3, whenever the appointment is. But you go ahead and get this knocked out immediately when you're on the phone, Sean, or no?
No, I mean,
or would it make sense to do it?
I would do it during while you're closing.
Okay, so you're waiting for the end of the presentation.
Yeah, while you're closing.
Okay.
Yep. So you get everything filled out on the app, and then you just say, "Hey, real quick, I'm gonna shoot you an email." And while you're on the Zoom meeting or whatever with them, "Hey, I'm gonna shoot you this email. I just need you to press reply all right now and just type agree, and that's just giving me permission to type your name in here."
Okay.
So
I'm glad I asked the question, because I would have.
I'm gonna ask a dumb question, but if you get their bank account information, I mean, that's not something you made up. So that doesn't clarify at all. You still have to do this sheet here, this RSVP thing.
Yes, you do. You do. Everybody's getting bank information, Todd. They didn't. I mean, so yeah, we've got to get it filled out.
I think it's more of a CYA sort of thing.
Yep. It is. And they're also, by the way, I know Sean didn't mention it, but I think it says in there somewhere that you're supposed to save, when they reply to all, they're asking us to save this email for 6 months. Is that right? Did I read that correctly, Sean?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So guys, put a little folder on. You got a little folder. It says RSVP, and you just drag that email over into your folder, and they want you to save it for 6 months. Why 6 months? I don't know. All I know is this is what corporate's asking us to do, and this is what we should do if we want to protect families and get paid.
Sean, when you are doing a demo with somebody, you're doing it on your iPad, and that's also, you're sharing your screen while you're walking through it with them. Is that logistically correct?
Sean, I think you're muted.
It just showed he left the meeting. He might have got kicked off. He's coming back on.
Oh, okay. There are a lot more people using the World Wide Web from home this week than ever before. Sean, you back on?
Yeah, my bad. I got kicked off.
Tim had a question about the logistics. So Tim, why don't you re-ask the question?
Yeah. So, I mean, we're calling basically, to make sure I'm understanding this right. We're basically calling people, setting up appointments to do a presentation or reservice through Zoom. And so when you are to the point where you're actually going to be showing them another product, you're sharing your screen, you're doing all of this through Zoom. And so you're going to be pulling up the other products on Zoom and sharing your screen. Is that correct?
Yeah, I can show you what that looks like.
And so when you're filling out the app, you're not having the camera showing you, you're showing the screen.
Well, I get that's up to you, but it probably doesn't. Yeah, I would say that's up to you.
Tim, I think you have the option. You can show your screen and have yourself and show yourself. When you show yourself on a Zoom, when you're sharing your screen, it only puts your face up in a little bitty box up in the corner or on the side or wherever they drag it to. Like right now, I see Sean. He's sharing his screen, but I see Sean over off to the right in the top right corner.
Oh, you do see so you can see my screen and my face?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, you can also put it down at the bottom too, guys, so that the pictures and everything's down at the bottom. So yes, but yeah.
Once you leave out
Remember, you are on video, so picking your nose, whatever, guys. People, you got to be smart about it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and guys, making sure that you're, just being professional somewhat, guys. I mean, if you've won a P1F golf shirt, put it on. Like, look somewhat professional, look the part. Comb your hair. If you haven't, these are just basic things that we should be doing when you're working from home, is try to make it as normal as possible. If you normally get up and shower and get dressed for work, get up and shower and get dressed for work. Look the part, be professional, and then know what's in the background. You probably don't want to have the kitchen in the background, or, just have it professional. Know that, a diploma over here, and there's some baseball memorabilia over here in my office. But just make sure that what's behind you is also, professional. Sean, look at Sean. Sean's sitting in his house, and he's got his name tag on, as if everyone in his house doesn't know his name. But he's doing that for the prospect.
Look, just so you guys know, I'm wearing real pants.
He is. He's got on pants and a belt. And a belt. And I bet the belt matches his shoes. The belt matches his shoes, guys, even though he's home sitting in the office. So that is that's kind of what you want. So just know what's behind you. Look the part. Have a collar on. I would not have the hoodie on with the, looking like you just came from the gym. look like you would out in the field.
Man, I gotta get running. You gotta get ready for our call here.
Sean, thank you so very much for being on here today. And we'll let you log off. And guys, if you could with P1F and with our agencies, guys, stay on because yeah, we'll chat a little bit more. Thanks again, Sean.
Thanks, Sean.
So
Thanks,
guys,
Sean.
let me see if I can figure out how to get the controls back. That's in meeting share. Here we go, share and share. I think I've got the controls back. So guys, a couple takeaways from this. I do want to encourage you guys, read the RSVP email. It's one page that came out. There's a 2-minute video that goes along with it. Now, there's a tricky part. It does say, click on this link to view the training video RSVP. That's not really a link. It's like there's a link about an inch below it on the actual message. That's where you click. Minor detail, but just something good to be aware of. So familiarize yourself with that. And then Rich and Kyle, I know we hadn't necessarily discussed it, but I would like to suggest that we do something similar to what Sean and those guys have done, which is, stay on the Zoom and use the use the feature that he said. I'm looking for it right now, the chat feature, which if you either at the bottom there'll be chat, or I know right here mine's across the top. I've got 7 or 8 different icons, and then the 3 dots where it says more. You click that. That's when the chat feature pops up. And yeah, it looks like Tom Hickey and Joseph Yu have both sent a message. Tom, for some reason yours are all private.
Yeah, I reset them. It's going to go out to everyone now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, everybody. So Zach just sent one. Hey, yo. So we're on. Guys, the whole point of this is just so we got some sense of community. And that's the whole reason why we're turning our cameras on, guys, because humans need human interaction. If you've ever noticed, people that show up to the Monday morning meeting typically sell more insurance than those that skip it. Why? Part of it's because of that human interaction. Being in business for yourself is really, really cool. Being in business by yourself is really, really lonely. So we're trying to be in business for ourselves, not all by ourselves. So Rich and Kyle, I need your guys' input on this. If you guys would like to, I don't see any reason why we wouldn't do an hour of power. Maybe we everybody goes and gets set up over these next 20 minutes, and then we hop back on here at 9. And then just bust out an hour of power from 9 to 10, making as many calls as we can and using our little Zoom group chat here just to kind of announce it to everybody. Hey, got another appointment. That gets other people fired up. Oh, it's working, And then you can also see the people that it's working for the most. And you may, when the hour of power is over, you may want to give that person a call and just go, hey, can you maybe role play with me once or twice so I can kind of start getting the results that you're getting. Let's use the power of we as opposed to just our individual selves, if that makes sense. Kyle, Rich, what are your thoughts, guys?
Yeah, you'd have to designate someone else to run it because we do have another call at 9 o'clock, me, you, and Kyle.
Correct.
But by all means, if Doug or Tim or Todd or any one of those guys want to be in charge of it, definitely.
I don't mind doing something like that, guys. I'm getting ready to right now go to the office. I need peace and quiet, so I'm going to head to the office. But it'll take me every bit of 20 minutes together.
Well, it doesn't have to be necessarily from 9 to 10. Do you want to shift gears and make it from 9:30 to 10:30, or do exactly like Sean and those guys are doing and do it from 10 to 11? Give everybody a nice hour and 15 minutes to kind of get situated.
Yeah, I think if we're going to do this real quick and we're going to do it right, we got to give people time to get set up, and it may take more than 20 minutes. We got people that need to get ready for the work day, and then also kind of get set up. It's a more than a 20-minute process. Yes, sir.
Absolutely. So guys, let's do this. 10 o'clock, an hour and 20 minutes from right now. Please hop back on. Todd is going to open up the meeting and have everyone log on. Rich, Kyle, and I, all three of us, we have a conference call from 9 to 10. Then we have a webinar from 10 to 1. So we're a little bit indisposed for the next 4 hours. But Todd will have that on. I would encourage you guys between now and then, get a nice quiet place to make some phone calls. Make sure your background looks somewhat professional. Dress. Get a collared shirt on. Look sharp. And then review the material. If you just haven't gotten around to reviewing the material, or you just got that folder that I just sent out to you guys, review the material. The more familiar you are with it, the more confident you are. The more confident you are, your confidence is going to become the prospect's confidence, and they're going to book appointments with you. And just remember, guys, most people are sitting around the house twiddling their thumbs looking for something to do and have some outside human interaction. You are providing that interaction. So be upbeat, just be empathetic. As Rob McLean taught us yesterday, the first thing you want to ask is, hey, how are you doing in all this craziness? How are you doing? Just show that human side of yourself too. And guys, let's have some fun with this and share the results. And let's do our best. That's all we can do. So,
hey guys, just real quick, Ben, can I say this? I would encourage you guys to get a few of these RSVP emails ready to go. Just go ahead and set up a couple emails with that already attached to it, so that if you do get on the phone with somebody, you right away just shoot them the email and you're not fumbling through it. Because especially if they're watching your screen, they're going to see you fumble through it.
Yep, that is now. So Todd, are we going to do it like Sean's doing it, or are we going to send it to the reason I would just pump the brakes on that just real quick is only because if we don't make a sale, we don't need to send them this. And I don't know.
Okay. All right. So we're just setting appointments on this one. Okay.
Just setting appointments, getting them going. And as Sean taught us, we get to the end and we're in the close. We then tell them about the email, send it over to them, and have them do it while we're in the close.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Good idea.
Once they told us that they want to purchase. So.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for being forward thinking. Kyle, Rich, am I leaving anything else out?
Nope, I think we're good.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for that. I will press pause on this recording, and I will get this out to you guys as soon as possible in case you want to review it.
All right, guys. See you at 10. Thank you.
Thanks, guys, for being on. Rally everybody that's on here if you can. Thanks.
Whoop, whoop.